977. That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Captain Cool.
Hello and welcome in, everybody, to a Thirsty Thursday here in No Man's Land. John Abraham, Captain Cool, alongside the Bandiman, Bailey Lowery.
How's it going, Captain Cool?
Bandy, it is going absolutely wonderful. I'll tell you, I had a wonderful night last night, okay? It was great. I got to go out, skate on the ice in the city of Huntsville, and honestly, it was very beautiful. The lights were all over the place. The tinsel trail with all the Christmas trees was right around the corner, so I got to go and walk on that. But let me tell you, okay, when I get on some ice and I'm ready to skate, which I don't do it often. I do it maybe once or twice a year. I gotta say, I am always just reminded that I think that I was an ice skater in my past life. Whether it was a hockey skater, whether it was a one of those people that dances to the music. I gotta admit, the music that they were playing down there, it was getting me into my dancing mood, and there was not a lot of people on the ice. I went later. I was flying. I fell down a few times. It's totally fine, though, because you know to bend your knees whenever you're falling backwards, so you can just kind of easily touch the ground and then just slide across the ice. But it was a wonderful night. Gotta admit, always is a nice night, and I would definitely urge you guys to go on down and get that experience, whether it's in the city or if it's at the new amphitheater down the road. I mean, that's another thing. I have not gone to that one, but it looks beautiful on pictures, and maybe I will try and make it over there one of these days.
They've held a couple concerts down there. I've been trying to find find a reason to go down to the amphitheater. I just haven't had an excuse yet.
Yeah. The closest I ever got, all right, to getting to a concert was whenever Lana Del Rey went there. And my girlfriend was irking me.
Wait, Lana Del Rey was here?
Yeah, she was there probably 3-4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And I heard her sing from the outside, but I didn't want to go all in and all get those tickets. It got expensive, but it's totally fine. We got to listen to her from the outside, so it was great. But either way,
I've actually never heard any of her songs. I just know who she is.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard any of her music.
Huh. Well, I got a brother that loves her, and then I got a girlfriend that obviously adores her, but she also adores Taylor Swift. So it's like, girls are going to be girls. But either way, Bandy, we got a lot of wacky things to get into. It's not a Wacky Wednesday, but you will be able to get in your wacky underdog picks today. And although we don't have a lot of college football, we still have the Army-Navy game, which is going to be not just a 2 times game. Since it's the only college game, we're going to 3 times it. That means you get 9 points. You get 9 points if you pick this one. And on top of that, obviously, we're going down the NFL realm. You'll be able to, we'll be talking about that stuff in the second segment, as well as if you guys want to throw out any other games from the NBA, from the NHL, which, you probably don't want to, because all of those spreads are like 1.5 points. It's not going to get you too far.
Hey.
And on top of that, the NBA games, Bandy.
Hey, I'll say it too. Hey, the NBA spreads are looking a little better. You say we're going to triple the Army-Navy game.
Yeah, we're going to triple it.
Sounds good. Sounds good when you hear it.
Yeah.
It's a 3-point spread right now. Army's favor. So you'd be betting 3-point underdog for Navy.
Yeah. And
which equate to 9.
I mean, I can't go against it. They got the same exact record. A lot of the times they do have the same type of team, but obviously we will have the Army-Navy game on our network this weekend, and I know Crawdad's looking forward to it. So make sure you guys tune in to Crawdad's countdown to Army football kickoff later tonight. And on top of that, we also have one heck of a football game coming up just a little bit after the show. That's the reason the Tom Abraham show is being pushed out of the scene today, because this football game's at 11. And I will say this, it's going to be difficult for these players to adjust. First off, you're coming off of a close game against Geraldine. What a wonderful game that was. Steve Moulton, of course, on the call all season. And now you're going up against, another pretty solid school in Mobile Christian. And this is where it all comes down. A 3A state championship. And I got to say, congratulations to Madison Academy for making it to this state championship. It's 2 years in a row now that we're talking about our teams making it to the state championship. Those teams, yes, give the applause. Those teams being the teams on our airway, give them the woo as well. Buckhorn boys basketball able to make it to their state championship last season, and now the good old Madison Academy Mustangs making it to their state championship. So just look at what we've got over here at 97.7. We got Alabama football, we got Braves baseball, and that amazing baseball team. We got obviously Huntsville Havoc, a great hockey team, great local sport right there. And then on top of that, not only one state champion, but soon to be 2. I'm calling it now. It's going to be a wonderful game. Bandy, you're on it with the Sounders today, but definitely.
I'm starting to memorize the location.
Good stuff.
Hey, what we got too? I mean, like you said, we got a lot more stuff coming to local. I mean, like the baseball, the hockey.
Mm-hmm.
We got more college basketball coming to town. It's been great. Like, hey, I was able to join the MTSU Tennessee Lady Vols game, which, hey, we're going to be talking with Ryan Sylvia later in the show a little bit more about, see if it was actually his first time coming down to the 256. I was able to run into him.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you were able to run into him. I'm glad you were able to run into him because whenever I went to the Alabama-Tennessee game, obviously I went in there. It's my first time doing media for that football game. I sat down and I was just like, okay, I know nobody here except for maybe, a few guys. Ryan Fowler obviously was there. There's a few other dudes that I knew just from the SEC media days. And I made friends with the guy to my right. I made friends with the guy to my left. He was doing the announcing the whole time in the press box. And, all my friends that I made were pretty much Tennessee fans, okay? Everybody else I just kind of talked to was Alabama fans. And then Ryan Sylvia, just out of nowhere, comes up to me and he's like, John? I was like, Captain Cool? And he was like, I was like, yeah. And then we finally got to meet, and I got to see this guy and talk to him in person, and now it comes full circle. You get to meet him, especially at the VBC, which what a wonderful night that must have been for you, Bandiman. It was a really good game between those two teams, and we can talk about those experiences later on in the show, but there's a lot of other things we got to hop into, and you guys are going to be able to dictate a little bit of the path of where this show goes. 256-576-4
97.7
is the number to get on in. But I feel like we need to tell the people this real quick, Bandy, before we get into any of the sporting news, before we get into anything crazy. The Eagle Installation Christmas Party presented by Talent Heating and Air at Flow Supreme Air is not going to be on the 14th, okay? There's a little bit of a complication. We moved it back, okay? We moved it back. So now you got a little bit more time to figure out, what presents you're going to get for the kids over at the Boys and Girls Club. But it's going to be on the 20th. Mark your calendars, the 20th. You got a little bit more, you got an extra week now to get your stuff planned and get your family down to Flow Supreme Air Trampoline Park, just right across the street from us and right next to the Cracker Barrel on the Parkway. Bandy, now that we got that out of the way, we can talk about some of these big things going on in sports. Look.
All right, what do you got?
First things first, I feel like I got to drop this, all right? I have not been focusing on baseball enough. I have to agree. We've been focused on this college football. We finally have some breather. We have breathing room. We can take some time and talk about how the Yankees acquired one Mr. Juan Soto on a huge trade with the Padres. Bandy,
7-player deal.
Golly. And you know what? The Yankees still got a better grade coming out of it. Crazy stuff going down in the MLB right now, Bandy.
Yeah, let's see what they got. So the Yankees received Juan Soto and Trent Grisham in exchange. Okay, so the Padres get right-handers Michael King, Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez, Drew Thorpe, and catcher Kyle Higashioka.
Nice.
I think that's how you say his name.
You got it.
I know. I probably butchered that last one.
No, you got it, Bandy. I know my names.
All right.
That was a good one.
And you're saying wow, okay. And you are saying that people are saying that the Padres came out on top on this.
Well, I'm also saying it. Now, again, you got to take it with a grain of salt. I'm not the guy that you really want to go to when it comes to the baseball news, at least not right now, okay? I got to get back into the season of things. But I look at it and I'm thinking, Juan Soto's going to go on, hit 80, I could say 80 home runs for the Yankees in one season. He could do really anything. It's where they're going to put him on, defense that's really going to make a difference. Obviously, he's going to be, batting alongside one Mr. Aaron Judge, two of some of the best players in all of MLB. But it really does just add to the fact that this team is stacked. And, if you got the money, why not go after some of these big names? I mean, it was either going to go down to the Dodgers or it was going to go down to the Yankees. And I know, obviously, some other teams were thrown in there on top of that. But now that Juan Soto is out of the way, everybody's going to be focused on this other guy, Shohei Ohtani. I hear he's pretty good. And it's just kind of all over the place with him. He's been keeping the media out of where, he's going to be going. And now all eyes and all ears are on that young baseball player.
It's been kind of great to watch because with him kind of keeping his free agency secret and doesn't really want to publicize, media's kind of gotten a little out of hand.
Yeah, they're getting a little
saying, hey,
agitated.
why are you keeping it a secret? We can make this like a whole thing. It could be great for baseball. It could be great for all of sports. Just get your name out there, get your free agency out there. He just wants to keep to himself.
Yeah.
And honestly, I respect that.
I totally respect it too. And he's not a guy that's going to be going around and vocalizing his opinions and all that stuff. First off, you need a translator as well whenever it comes to understanding him because, of course, he speaks Japanese.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously it's not going to get out to all the media like, everything else would. But that's the MLB. You got guys from all over the world that are going to be talking about this stuff. And some guys just don't want to, publicize where they're going right off the bat and maybe just kind of ease into it a little bit more. So, not everybody is focused exactly on that one subject. Of course, he's probably a football fan. He's like, guys, focus on the football, man. There's so much college football, so much NFL. Probably not. That's just me, putting my own opinions into it. But on top of that, Bandy.
Yeah, I would love to find out Shohei's an Alabama fan.
Exactly, dude. The semifinals of your basketball in-season tournament are going down tonight, and there was some controversy around the Lakers in this black jersey they've got because in Las Vegas, the thing is, this court's got, it's black in the paint, so they were talking about, we might wear these jerseys. We're 4-0 in these jerseys. We're doing great in these jerseys. I mean, but you can't wear them.
Geez, I wonder why.
The NBA had to put their foot down and say, this is not going to happen. You guys cannot wear this uniform on this court in Las Vegas because there's black in the paint. You guys will literally just blend in with the court, Why do you guys why do you give the guys, well, first off, why do you make the court black in the paint, okay? And second off, why are you allowing them to wear the jersey in the first place if you know it's going to end up being, a jersey of controversy? It's like, first off, why are the Lakers even wearing a black jersey? That's also. Is it the Mamba mentality jersey? Is that what it is, Bandy?
I don't know if it's the Mamba mentality jersey, but I mean that wouldn't surprise me if it had something to do with it. But I mean, hey, you're right. We got the Pacers and the Bucks tonight, and the Pelicans and the Lakers. And hey, you want to add some stakes to this in-season tournament?
Yeah, let's add them.
Want to add a reason to it? Underdog picks. Bucks and Pacers. Milwaukee 5.5-point favorite, and the Pacers have actually been playing very well lately off the back of Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, this guy, 27 points a game, 12 assists a game, 5 rebounds a game. He has been a stats machine, and he's been doing it efficiently without turnovers.
Very nice.
That is the key part. He has been enabling his team while I'm trying to finish this last part. Enabling his team while also allowing his team to keep the ball on offense.
Exactly, and those wacky underdog
pretty good too.
And those wacky underdog picks, you guys will be able to get in the next segment and tell us your guys'. It's the Thursday, okay? It's that early day. It's the early window. We're gonna have John Liggett on later to also throw in his wacky underdog picks on top of the golf news he's throwing at us. And then, of course, in the third segment, Ryan Sylvia from VolReport.com to kind of wrap up the Tennessee Vols season as well as talk about his experience at the VBC last night as the Lady Vols went up against the MTSU Blue Raiders. That's coming up here on the Morning Blitz on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here. Score big deals at Baumhauer's this football season and order from our Inflation Bites menu. Try our Buffalo Wing Special with fries and a complimentary beverage for only $9.99. And what's football without a cold beer? Our pitchers of Yingling and Yingling Flight are only $7.99, served all day, 7 days a week. And huddle up, football fans. Sign up today for our free NFL Pick'em contest at Baumhauers.com for weekly prizes. Baumhauers, legendary fun and legendary food.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
This is Wes Neighbors sitting here with Philip Love of not only Eagle Insulation, now he represents Eagle Companies. Eagle through the years have added several companies to help individuals or builders through their construction renovation process. Eagle is known to represent quality, efficiency, and professionalism. Philip, I know you do insulation, but do you do masonry?
We do.
Do you do grading, erosion control, and dirt hauled off?
We do.
Do you do afterpaint, which includes shower doors, mirrors, shelving blinds, and bath hardware?
Yes, we do, Wes.
Do you do landscaping and irrigation?
Yes, we do.
So basically, Eagle can help you all along your process of building your house or doing renovations. So do you do plumbing?
We do not, Wes, but we can find somebody to do it.
Just give them time. They'll be there. Anyway, call Eagle Insulation at
256-755-1556.
Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. Call Eagle today.
Thanks, Wes.
Great food and the best live entertainment is what it's all about at the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill. Head to downtown Huntsville every Tuesday for karaoke on the only outdoor karaoke stage in North Alabama. Thursday night is the Valley's longest running and biggest bike night. Food and drink specials, giveaways, and live music on the patio. And the Furniture Factory menu is fully loaded with options from steaks to salads, plus a whole lot more. Featuring a weekday happy hour that starts at 3. 619 Meridian Street, downtown Huntsville, and online at FurnitureFactoryBarGrill.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
A wise man once said, if you take care of old folks and children, everything in the middle will take care of itself.
Hi, I'm Danny Aldridge, lawyer in Alabama and Tennessee. In the next 20 years, the number of those folks over 65 years of age will more than double. In our golden years, the most important goal is to be treated with dignity and have control over doing what makes you grateful with those you love. At the Aldridge Law Firm and the Legal Town Center, we're dedicated to help you with these goals, and we'll be there when life throws you those inevitable curveballs. Let us assist you with your legal needs, whatever they may be or become. You may reach us by phone at 256-534-3188 or online with Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Just remember, we're here to help. Whether it's personal injury, wrongful death, fraud and cheat, or estate planning made complete, we're here to help.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 50s. Looks like we're going to make a solid run at 60 degrees. A little warmer as we head into the overnight. You're also going to notice more cloud cover across the area as we head into the earliest hours of Friday morning. Temperatures only dropping into the upper 30s and lower 40s. A mostly cloudy to overcast sky for your Friday afternoon. Temperatures hanging out in the lower 60s. We are going to stay dry on Friday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hello and welcome back in, everybody. John Abraham, Captain Cool, alongside the one and only Bandiman Bailey Lowery. I gotta wait till the drop, man. I gotta wait till the drop. We only have 15 seconds of that copyright on the YouTube, so we don't want to get canceled on that. But that's the one I forgot.
We like towing that line more than we probably should.
Yeah, but I mean, I know YouTube, Bandy, okay? If there's one thing I do know, it might not, a little bit of, not baseball, but I do know YouTube, so I know we can get away with just a little bit, especially if I'm talking over that music and at a louder pitch, I would say, than what's going down. But either way, we got wacky underdog picks to get into, Bandy, and I know, college football, kind of on a little bit of a little break, okay, but it's totally fine because Army versus Navy game is going to be coming up. It will be on our station this weekend, so definitely look forward to that. But 256-576-497.7 is the number to hop in. And I think the first matchup we got to talk about is tonight's matchup, the Thursday night football, and obviously we'll be able to listen to that game in all of our glory because the Madison Academy football game is going to be at 11. It will be on our station. It'll be early, so you can get that one out of the way, and hopefully Madison Academy can come out on top. But let's talk about this Patriots-Steelers game, okay? 10 years ago, I would say this is one of the best matchups in all of football, okay? Two of the grittiest teams going up against each other, obviously. Tom Brady, Big Ben. It's a wonderful matchup. So what do we got tonight? We got a typical Thursday night football matchup. And I know, the NFL did not plan for this, all right? Nobody planned for all of these quarterbacks going down left and right. But, guys, we're probably going to get Mitchell Trubisky going up against the Bailey Zappi tonight. That's the end of the show. No, I'm joking. I look at these guys. Look, first off, if you're the Patriots, it's just terrible. I mean, you guys are in a rut of a season, and, if you can bring Bill Belichick back next year, that's great. But if you still don't have a quarterback, then what are you guys going to be able to do? Put Malik Cunningham in if it all just goes worse, okay? Because right now, Bailey Zappi's not doing much better than Mac Jones. Mac Jones has at least 2,000-plus yards on the season. He's got 10 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He's fine, all right? He might not be able to lead an NFL team. He might be a better backup than a starter, but you look at Bailey Zappi, and I know he has not played too much. He's got 64 passes on the year. He's only completed 32 of them, so almost 50%. But he's got 0 touchdowns, and he's got 2 interceptions, and honestly, it's not looking much brighter than what Mac Jones has been up to. On the other side, you got Mitchell Trubisky starting because, obviously, Kenny Pickett out with that ankle injury. He should be back at the end of the season against the Ravens. But we got a Mitchell Trubisky matchup where he's got 2 touchdowns on the season, 2 interceptions, and then the rest of this Steelers team that honestly shouldn't be where they're at right now. 7-5, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Didn't the Arizona Cardinals beat you? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And then you look at the running back game. What do we got? We got Ramondre Stevenson doing wonderful things on the season, kind of just being the consistent self that he always is, and Ezekiel Elliott. So you guys got 2 dudes that are sure runners. Obviously, Ezekiel Elliott being a little bit less of a factor than years prior. But on the other side, you got Najee Harris, who's been having a pretty nice season. And on top of that, you got Jalen Warren, one of those 2 names. He's a newer player for this Steelers team. He's started really getting a lot of productivity as of late. He's got 102 attempts on the season. He's got 601 yards, 3 touchdowns. This guy has been a fantasy nightmare. He's been absolutely amazing in the last few weeks. And I got to say, if you guys don't have him and he's still on the, wherever on the free agency, definitely try and pick him up because he's going to have a big game tonight against the said New England Patriots. The line on this one right now is 6 points, or the spread, is 6 points against the New England Patriots. They're a current underdog. Anything can happen in this game. Now, we're not going to double this one. We're not going to triple it. But still, 6 points could definitely get you a little bit more into that contention for that Gunner's Landing prize at the end of the football season. Now, it's not at the end of the college football season. It's the end of the NFL football season. Right. We will give away that prize, so definitely look forward to that. On top of that, we got other matchups going down. The Rams going to the Ravens, and they're right now a 7-point underdog against Lamar Jackson and that team. It's been impressive, to say the least, I will say. The Ravens have been a solid team. Do I think they're perfect? Not just yet. Do I think the Rams have all of their pieces back together? I do. And they were able to absolutely decimate the Cleveland Browns last week, but that was in L.A. Now, the Rams going to the Ravens, it'll be a little bit of a different atmosphere. But we saw the Browns do it at the Ravens, so why can't the Rams? Rams got their starting running back. They got their wide receivers back. Cooper Kupp's in. Puka Nakua's in. You got Matthew Stafford. This team should be at least as good as how they were a few years ago when they won the Super Bowl. They got all this talent. Their defense, pretty fine as well, I got to say. 7 points, though, in this one. I would definitely take this because the Rams do have a chance. I mean, the Ravens are a good team, but they're not, Superman. I think that the Rams are definitely going to have a chance in winning against the Ravens, and honestly, I would love that for my Cleveland Browns, and on top of that, you guys would love it towards that Gunner's Landing prize. On top of that, Packers going to New York to play up against the Giants. Giants are currently a 6.5-point underdog. Packers showed some life, okay? They were able to beat the Chiefs. It's been a really weird year for the Chiefs, though. Could the Packers get it done against the Giants? It's been a weird year for the Packers, too. Hit or miss. And also, Tommy DeVito is going to be starting for... Jeez. The more quarterbacks we're losing in the NFL means the more Thursday night football matchups we get to watch, pretty much. Either way, Bandy, who's on the Flow Hotline, brother?
Hey, from the Underdog League from the Fantasy League. My cousin Vinny on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. What's going on, my cousin Vinny?
What's happening, guys?
Talking football, talking baseball, all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, baseball's a ways away. We'll be talking about that after the Stanley Cup playoffs.
For sure.
Captain.
Yeah.
Have you seen who you're playing on fantasy this weekend?
Is this team you? Is the Insiders you? I don't check all the names, but I know that
that is me.
Oh boy. Okay.
And yesterday morning we had you were 60-40 favorites to win. I made some moves last night that made the game just about a coin flip.
Yeah, I noticed that actually.
Okay, and I'm just saying, this game, this matchup this weekend, okay, is for the bye. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanted to say, you've been having a good time just, running your yap there for the last couple of days about a Super Bowl ring and all that. Okay, all championships go through me, baby.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Last time we went up against each other, I think I got the upper hand. I had like 168 points on you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You beat me like a rented mule, but hey, that was then. This is now.
Exactly. And I'm looking forward to it. Okay, Dak Prescott's gonna have a big enough game on his own. All right.
I think so. Well, Dak Prescott's so good. I had to bench Jalen Hurts.
Sheesh. I mean, me and Bandy had a conversation about this actually yesterday before the show. Who would you choose at the moment, Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott? I said I'd choose Dak Prescott. I mean, he's showing a lot of talent. Jalen Hurts does a wonderful job. Don't get me wrong. He's a great football player. But right now, Dak Prescott gives me a little bit more hope.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, in an NFL matchup game, I take Jalen because Dak's going to do something to mess up in the big game.
Oh.
He just always has. Okay, and it's the way the Cowboys have been as of late, anyway, the last few seasons.
Yeah.
And anyhow, I know Philip's up there just chomping at the bit, but anyhow, appreciate the job you guys are doing. I was just telling Bandy that that 9 to 10 o'clock is worth listening to now, and I appreciate you guys a lot.
I appreciate you as well, Vinny. It's just going to be a great matchup this weekend, and I hope you can call in and join in on these underdog picks. But we got to get into our next caller, and that is one Mr. Wolverine Dan.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, man. How you doing?
Good morning. Underdog. You doing the underdog pick today?
Yes, sir. I'm doing the underdog pick today.
Well, look at you. I tell you what. Whatever's the highest number, I'll take it.
All right. So, I mean, okay, so we got a deal going, all right? I sound like a salesman right now. Army going up against Navy. Now, this one might not be the highest one, but it might be your best shot because we're tripling it. It's going to be +9 points if you do pick Navy over Army. Now, we don't want that, okay? We want Army to win, of course, because we have Army football on this network. But, again, if you want to go after that one, it's very close, as well as it's tripled in the points. But on top of that, Seahawks 49ers is going to be a close one as well.
Well, listen, dude, all I know is that the most numbers I can get is what I want. You got to be the riverboat gambler. You got to throw it all out there. I'm not really losing anything here.
No. Okay, one of the highest numbers I'm seeing right now, I'm looking for a higher one. But
9.5, pretty good.
Hey, Miami is favored -13 against Tennessee on the 11th. If you want to take the Monday Night Football game, Titans over the Dolphins.
Sure.
All right.
Not? You never know.
Throw it in there. Maybe we might see Will Levis have the best game of his career against the Dolphins.
Is it at the Tennessee Titans?
No, it's in Miami.
Okay, well, you never know. You never know. I mean, you look what happened with Green Bay and Kansas City.
Exactly. That's why I love the NFL so much. Anything can really happen at the end of the day. I mean, I didn't think the Browns would ever beat the 49ers. So
I think the Lions are playing Atlanta this weekend, aren't they?
Let me take a look real quick. I believe.
Oh, no, they're playing. Atlanta's playing the Buccaneers. The Lions are playing the Bears.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Oh, the Bears! I like that a lot.
I bet you do.
Yeah, Detroit -3.5.
The fellas, if we win this game, tell me we won the division. Come on. We own the division. When are you going to give it to us?
I mean, I'm already going to give it to you guys. I mean, why not? I mean, you're playing up against the Bears, though.
I got to go to the casino and get my money.
Go get that money. We got to hop into a break, Wolverine Dan. We got you in, though.
Yeah, sorry.
Good stuff.
We're sorry, Wolverine Dan, but we got to get to Ryan Sylvia on the other side of this break.
All right. Well, Bandy, that's what we will do. So don't go anywhere because you're listening to the Morning Blitz here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
This is Wes Neighbors sitting here with Stan McDonald. Stan, tell everybody why you're the best damn dirt lawyer in North Alabama.
Yes, Wes, at Jacob Title and the Stanton Law Firm. You know I'm a dirt lawyer, and a lot of our friends know that, which means we specialize in real estate. Now, if you own real estate or you're buying it or you're selling it, you need to do a closing, but a lot of times there's legal issues associated with that. We're a great group to talk to. My son, Lewis McDonald, heads our commercial closing division, and we approach your real estate needs very seriously. We seek to be the premier real estate closing company in North Alabama, and we do it in such a way it shows that we're experienced, we're for your success. We like to handle your real estate needs the same way Coach Dan Reeves used to say, never let them see you sweat. And that's going to be to your benefit, too, when you visit us at Jacob Title and the Stanton Law Firm. Our website online is jacobtitle.com.
Next time you're online looking for landscaping inspiration, open Instagram and check out Southern Gent Landscaping. They can help make your yard your dream outdoor oasis. Southern Gent Landscaping can handle it all, from landscape maintenance and installation to irrigation and hardscapes, even AstroTurf. Turn your yard into a landscape you'll be proud to show off. Call Southern Gent Landscaping at 256-509-6088. 509-6088. Southern Gent Landscaping. Professional landscaping performed with satisfaction guaranteed.
Hello and welcome back in, everybody. John Abraham, Cam Cool, alongside the Bandiman, Bailey Lowery, and obviously we're going to be talking with Ryan Sylvia from VolReport.com about his Tennessee Vols last night, as well as just the basketball team, as well as, well, the football team, because their season's pretty much wrapped up outside of that Cheez-Its Bowl against the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's going to be an interesting one because you get a team that's supposed to be really good on offense in the Tennessee Vols going up against a team that is really good on defense and was able to even hold Michigan to under 30 points. But you kind of look at really what's all going down in, the SEC when it comes to the basketball scene, at least the men's basketball scene. And Tennessee sitting at the bottom of the standings, actually, just ahead of LSU and Vanderbilt. And that's definitely not a good thing, especially when you have a down season for your football team. You have a down season for your women's basketball team. And now your basketball team's not really doing amazing. But, hey, you know what? Maybe there's always a chance to turn it all around. But at the top of the SEC currently is Ole Miss, sitting at 8-0 on the season, winning 8 straight, of course, and then South Carolina right behind them at 7-1. Alabama all the way at number 5 at 6-2, still fighting for that top 25 position to continue on throughout the rest of the season. But on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline is it not Ryan Sylvia. Bandy, what's going on over there? Are we not able to get him right now? All right, we'll go to Jason then on the Flow Hotline. Jason, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good.
That's good to
Hey,
hear.
I'm also Rams this week.
Okay, Rams versus the Ravens. It's going to be at Baltimore. At 7 points, man. You're really trying to pick up those points.
Yeah. Is it tripled on that?
It's not tripled on that. The only triple is going to be on the lone college football game, which is going to be Army versus Navy.
I'll just go with the Rams.
All right. 7 points is still pretty close to the triple on that Army-Navy game. It'll only be 9 points on that one, so you're not falling too far behind. But good stuff, Jason. We'll definitely get you down for that one. If you guys didn't know, Jason's still sitting at number 1. 17.5 points he got from the Utah over USC earlier in the college football season, and then that App State over James Madison matchup. Behind him is John. Now, you'd think John's got a little bit of points, maybe at least 10. No, he's got 3 points, guys. It just takes 1 week. You can throw your pick in, and we'll be able to have you right above John at second place and maybe just push him completely out of it. I know he'll be making his underdog pick later today after his golf talk. And on top of that, we will like to remind you, since we got a little bit of time, this show is presented by the wonderful people over at Fleming Roofing and Restoration, the guys you need to talk to about all of your roofing needs. If you're having any roofing problems, make sure you look them up online at FlemingHSV.com to fill out your free quote. And remember that Fleming always shows up. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on all over the place. We could really just touch on, the college football transfer portal. Everybody's kind of getting moved around. I'm guessing Ryan Sylvia's not coming on for today. Oh, that's upsetting. I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to see his opinions. That just means, Bandy, we can kind of wait on the transfer football stuff. Obviously, Dylan Gabriel all over the place, possibly going to Oregon. And then on top of that, we look at some other dudes making their way out of their respected colleges. But, Bandy, I want to talk about last night. I mean, I just wanted to, whether it was with Ryan or whether it was with you, kind of just talk about that experience, dude, because I know you were courtside when Tennessee ladies basketball went up against the MTSU Blue Raiders. How was it, dude?
It was a fun experience, man. Because for those that don't know, I like to stat keep too.
Yeah.
Part of a little same thing I learned how to do in college. I just really I still like doing it now. Just traveling to campuses and stat keeping all kinds of sports. And that's my first time actually ever doing it at the VBC, here in town.
Yeah, I bet that was a really cool experience, especially getting to see that place all decked out in the basketball format.
Oh. By the way, 100%, it was an MTSU home game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no, bar none. They were doing the Tennessee starters, a typical standard affair, and then the lights shut out, everything goes blue. There's an MTSU hype video going on.
Jeez.
It is a flat-out home game. It was, all blue at the VBC, and then, a little bit of orange sprinkled in, too.
I guess.
You saw some Vols traveling as well, but it was 100% a home game.
Huh. That's
for the
interesting.
Blue Raiders.
I remember Drew talking about it, and he was talking about how MTSU, it's kind of more of their home game because obviously Murfreesboro is a lot closer than Knoxville. It's only a few hours closer, but that's really good to see Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders travel down and win that one 73-62 against the Lady Vols. I got to say, interesting outcome, but, the Blue Raiders, always a pretty stout team, whether it's ladies basketball, whether it's men's basketball. They always kind of find ways to at least be competitive, and right now, the Lady Blue Raiders are 7-3, while the Tennessee Volunteers fall to 4-5 on the season. Now, Bandy, we talk about how this, VBC, the Prom Center is all, decked out in basketball. We got a little game going on next week as well. Auburn's going to be in town, and their men's basketball team is going to be going up against UNC Asheville or something like that. And it should be another fun matchup. Yeah. I wonder, who's going to be traveling for that one. The Auburn fans are definitely going to be coming up.
Oh, for sure.
But, it's still quite a while away. So, you still get to go. If you're an Auburn fan in Huntsville, definitely want to go to that one. But we're going to have it on our station if you can't make it. It should just be yet another great atmosphere, and I honestly want to see more things go through that arena because, I got to say, whenever it comes down to it, you talk about, NHL games are pretty amazing. The energy's really impactful. I would take a Huntsville Havoc game over a Nashville Predators day or any Nashville Predators game. I wouldn't say every day of the week, but I'd say 6 out of 7 days of the week, just because the energy. It's not only that local feel, but on top of that, the arena just putting you in the action. Everybody's all cozy, put together, and, it's just a heck of a matchup every single time the Havoc play. And I remember the last time I went to a Predators game, I sat down pretty close to the ice, and that energy just was not the same thing. And I went to a Birmingham Bulls game that week. I went to a Huntsville Havoc game. So I got all different perspectives of hockey from all different areas. And I still have to say the Huntsville Havoc gave me the most enjoyable time during that week-long stretch.
No, because I'll tell you, that's the number one way to really get to, if you're ever curious about a sport or just want to learn how to get into one,
yeah,
just going out and finding a local team to support and just going to a game is the best way to really just learn how to get immersed to a sport. And it's some of the most fun ways you can do it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Going out to a local baseball game here with the Trash Pandas, going out and finding hey, if there's a high school team you're interested in seeing, hey, you've been hearing a lot about the Huntsville High team and the Buckhorn Bucks here on this station. Go catch a game.
Yeah,
go check them out. Or hey, you want to go see Alabama A&M or UAH play? Go to one of their games too.
Yeah, definitely all
no matter
very
what sport.
Fun. Very fun games.
That's why I love this city, man.
I know. It's spectacular. To just fit all of these different, sports venues and events, in such a small area, Huntsville, and Madison combined, it really is special. And honestly, I got to say, I'm thankful for being in this city. Bandy, you're thankful for being in this city. And I know plenty of people that are listening right now can also say the same thing. Now, a lot of growth in the last few years. I will say this place was not as big whenever I lived here back when I was like 6, 7 years old. But I'm all for it, man. Now I'm an adult, and there's a lot of adult things I could do any day of the week. And
hey, we just got soccer. The Huntsville FC. Go catch some soccer at what used to be Joe Davis Stadium.
Yeah, whenever the soccer season comes back. Is it still
called Joe Davis Stadium?
I think it's something else, but we're still going to call it Joe Davis.
Yeah,
we're still going to call it Joe Davis.
I don't think it's called Joe Davis anymore.
No. Well, similar to Twitter and X, we're still going to call it Twitter.
I think I still have a pink Huntsville Stars baseball bat somewhere in my closet.
Golly, you got to bring it to the next soccer game, Bandy. Either way, we got to hop into a break. When we come back, we're going to hop into our conversation with Jonathan Liggett from Cherokee Ridge Country Club. He's going to give us a little bit of golfing news. On top of that, his wacky underdog pick for this week, and you guys can too. 256-5764
97.7
is the number to get in. We're going to hop into a break. When we come back, Jonathan Liggett from Cherokee Ridge Country Club here on the Morning Blitz on 97.7 ESPN Zone.
Do you have discomfort in your legs? Varicose veins can affect not only how your legs look, but how they feel. Symptoms of varicose veins include pain, swelling, aching, heaviness, and fatigue. Dr. Tracy Lowery of Best Vein Care of Huntsville can diagnose and treat your varicose veins with the latest minimally invasive techniques. Diagnosis and treatment is covered by most insurances. Call 256-715-7151 to schedule your free screening. Go to bestveincarehuntsville.com.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Have a drink at the Open Bottle, a copious selection of wine, spirits, and craft beer from around the world. They've got a full bar, wine by the glass, craft cocktails, premium bourbon, 48 specialty beers on tap, and a smart staff with hustle. There's an expansive, comfortable patio with a brand new performance stage and live music every night from local artists like Lamont Landers, Rob Aldridge, and James Irvin. There's space for your next celebration or corporate event. The Open Bottle on Highway 72 near Slaughter Road intersection in Madison.
At Bryant Bank, we believe your goals are worth chasing, and every step along the way is worth celebrating. From your hopes for the future to the challenges that keep you up at night, we're here for you. Bryant Bankers put care into action to help you live legendary by stepping up when you need us most and doing what's right even when no one is watching. Come experience a local bank whose people greet you by name and treat you like family. Bryant Bank, member FDIC.
Sitting here with Mark Kent of Southern Fidelity Mortgage Group of Huntsville. Mark, do you help pre-qualify people?
We pre-qualify people all the time, Wes. As a matter of fact, I love having them coming in here because when they come in and they pre-qualify, they can leave my office knowing exactly how much they can buy and have no worries.
Mark, tell me about your rates and pricing.
Well, Wes, this is something we're really, really proud of. Long story short is, I love being able to provide the best pricing in town. Honestly, I cannot tell you the last time I lost a deal to either rate or pricing, something I'm very proud of.
So what all financing options do you have, Mark?
We do several different things. If you're purchasing a home, we can handle the purchase. If you're wanting to refinance your home, of course, rates are at the lowest they've been in the last 3 years. We do a lot of refinancing. If you're building a home, we can handle the entire process from breaking ground to the final close.
Do you sleep with your phone?
Wes, if you want to reach me, you can call me at my office phone, which is 256-562-1000. But always remember, I sleep with my cell phone at night. That number is 256-656-5936.
Injuries at work happen all the time in Alabama. So do motor vehicle and slip and fall accidents. If you're hurt at work or injured in an accident, I want you to call my good friends at Pond, Lehocky, Giordano. That's Pond, Lehocky, Alabama's injury law firm. They got your back just like they've got mine. For personal personalized legal support, reach out to Pond Lee Hockey at 855-774-3838 or pondleehockey.com.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 50s. Looks like we're going to make a solid run at 60 degrees. A little warmer as we head into the overnight. You're also going to notice more cloud cover across the area as we head into the earliest hours of Friday morning. Temperatures only dropping into the upper 30s and lower 40s. A mostly cloudy to overcast sky for you Friday afternoon. Temperatures hanging out in the lower 60s. We are going to stay dry on Friday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
We cover all the SEC schools, including Western Union and Venmo.
I want that money!
You know, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You know, Bandy, I feel like we didn't do this show service today, okay? You know, the Tom Abraham show is going to be pushed out of the way because obviously Madison Academy is going to be going up against, what was it, Christian Mobile or something like that? Mobile Christian or something?
Yeah.
Not backwards either way. It's going to be a great matchup on our station at 11, so make sure you guys definitely tune into that. But don't worry, because we'll be back at it on top of things tomorrow on a fun Friday, of course, continuing on with the Wacky Underdog picks, and also looking at a little bit of these Heisman candidates because that stuff's all coming up as well. And on top of that, transfer portal news, which coaches are getting moved around the most, and I think the way that we can kind of save this show, Bandy, is to have one of our best guests on, one of our most knowledgeable guests, and that's one Mr. Jonathan Liggett from Cherokee Ridge Country Club to talk a little bit of PGA as well as whatever else he wants to talk about. John, how you doing, man?
I am doing great now that you got me blushing over there, talking so high level, my guy.
Of course.
Let me tell you.
Of course.
Love you, brother.
I love you too. Either way, talk about some golf.
All right, my guy. I'm not going to talk too much about this because there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with this right now. But the main big story right now going on in golf is the golf ball rollback. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't know what that is, it is going to impact a lot of the game, okay? So pretty much they talk about it. The plan is simple. It's for the long-term stability of the sport because everyone is getting bigger. Everyone is getting increasing hitting distances.
Tiger Woods.
And getting farther.
Yeah. I'm just saying Tiger Woods is getting bigger. He's getting huge. I don't know if he could hit the ball too far. Yeah, he's gigantic.
But John Spitzer, the USGA's managing director of equipment standards, said the longest players aren't all on the tour. Some of them are in college, and some of them might be in the junior ranks at this point. And the testing conditions are reflecting where they're headed, and we're trying to stay ahead of that. Pretty much, in my opinion, what I think they're trying to do is because everyone's getting bigger, stronger, this game is developing so well, the courses that we used to play, you can't really play anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you're hitting drives 380 yards, you know, sometimes it's like where they used to hit it 300, 320 on max. So, you know, the golf ball rollback, you know, I'm kind of in the middle with it. Some people hate it. Some people love it. You know, there's a lot of opinions on this right now. But, you know, I think where they're coming from is from the market side of this thing. You know, it's like, are you going to continue to keep making these clubs better and better, you know, on the same path, trying to find new ideas? Or are you just going to roll back the ball a little bit, save the all the manufacturers on trying to find these new ideas, bring the ball back, and bring some of these old courses back to the economy, back in the other parts of the country where we're not even playing anymore, you know? So the golf ball rollback's not only going to affect the pros but also the amateurs when it comes to playing because it's also going to hit them in 2030. So just be ready for that. But the other big news is John Rahm, my guy, John Rahm. Okay? He's headed to the Live Tour. He's headed to the Live Tour.
Yep. What is it, like $600 million or something like that?
$600 million and potentially could be more.
Golly. They're
one of the biggest stars coming over the PGA Tour. He's gone. He goes to the Live Tour.
Yeah, it's like we should just take a step back. $600 million.
And I hate to say it, that's what happens when you got a corrupt PGA. That's what happens. You lose all your good players. You go to Live. What do you do about that when you get offered $600 million? Are you gonna continue to hide stuff and do stuff behind closed doors, or you're gonna treat your players right and try to keep them?
Well,
because John Rahm, he's a big influence on the PGA Tour. He's a great player. He's a star out here.
Yeah.
And now he goes to Live Tour, and he is never allowed back. He can't do anything with us anymore. And it pisses me off to see all these good players being stolen by the Live, and the PGA is doing nothing to try to do anything to combat that. It's frustrating.
I can understand, your anger towards this, but I mean, I thought prior to, all this stuff going down, I think it was prior to the football season starting, I thought we talked about the PGA working together with the Live Tour. What's going on with that?
Oh, they're never going to work together.
I don't. It's something that it's a hatred that's deep within the players of the PGA.
Yeah.
Because they've been lied to. Because they've been backstabbed. By their own people trying to work with these Live players.
Yeah.
And not saying that it won't work, but it's like you just hope it does, because you're seeing all these great players that I like to cheer for, like to watch, like to see play. Going to a different tour where I can't watch them anymore.
Yeah.
It's something that it's frustrating, because the PGA, it's getting changed. It needs more change.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see these guys. I want to see my boy Ricky Fowler get stolen. I don't want to see Jordan Spieth get stolen. I like all these guys. I know they're committed, but it's just it's something that's a little frustrating, just to see all the good players, all the young talent going over. To the Live Tour.
Definitely does, and we'd love to hear your guys' opinions on it too. Make sure you go on to our Twitter at 97.7 ESPN and let us know exactly how you feel about this Live Tour, taking the players away from the PGA. Of course, on top of that, the rollback. John, real quick, man, we need your wacky underdog pick. We pretty much only got NFL games this week, so just throw it at us.
NFL? So we're going to go NFL games this week.
Real quick. Be quick with it. We got less than a minute left.
Less than a minute left,
yeah.
All right, boys. We're gonna go Tennessee over the Miami Dolphins.
All right, he's going against his team, but it's totally fine. You got to go for those big points this part of the season. Good stuff, John. Can't wait to talk with you again, brother.
Absolutely, boys. You boys be good over there, 97.7 ESPN.
Good stuff, Jonathan Liggett. Check him out over at Cherokee Ridge Country Club. Either way, for me and the Bandiman, we've had it's one of those episodes. Tomorrow, though, we'll be coming back at you with the heat. Here on the Morning Blitz. Just give it 22 hours and we'll be ready. So don't go anywhere. Well, keep it with us. See ya.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk